It's about 1:30 in the UK. So hi, good afternoon. I hope you're all blessed. And well, the journey continues, doesn't it? There's more, as always. So yes, I left and I walked. I walked, and I went to the fields. My feet were all completely soaking wet. The journey took forever. But just before I had about 2 hours walk, suddenly, let's go back to when I was with my ex-partner, Mormon, pretending. Um, we were running. Well, I was running. I tried in a business to have a charity, so fundraising side. It was very successful. We had nominations and one win with the business chambers of commerce. I was in the newspapers with the major of doing good things, and the the other one, supposed rescuer, had been obviously, as I told you, in the newspapers at the same time, more or less, for beating a policeman and beat the arrange. Matchmaking the matrix. So obviously I needed help. So two of my clients and who end up being part of the matrix as well were helping me, working with me. Well, I was telling them what to do exactly, how to check everything, all the emails. And they, one of them, I mean, I did dispatch them when I realized I found out. But then one of them was there and stopped. I said, "You want a lift back?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I'm so glad I saw you. I'm sorry I had to pretend that you were one of them. You were." I just made it up. As I was saying, I didn't even know what I was not saying the truth. And that was the hardest part is it was to become the trickster, to kind of like beat the tricksters kind of thing. So I said, "Look, I really need a shower. I need to get some of my clothing. Is there any way I can spend some time at your place?" She lived 10 minutes drive to my rescuer. Let's call him the Matrix God. We got the Matrix God, and I'm gonna call her my friend. So I was back, had a shower, clean up myself, got everything ready, said goodbye to my cats, and then I left. Yeah. So it was okay. She was very kind. She left me the bedroom, and she was sleeping on the sofa. It was a really nice, clean place. So all the commodities were there. I used to go out shopping, and it was all good. It was all good. It was all good. Obviously, I was well aware that not to trust her at all. So, and then remember, I didn't have, when I first moved with her, she had to help me because I didn't have my wallet and I didn't have my phone. The matrix god had it. He took it from me. But they knew each other. They met a few times. They didn't know to the extent they knew each other. So, and I think he sent a text. So I'm really sorry about what happened. I don't know what happened. Can you tell Amor that she can get her handbag and her mobile and to just drop, just come quickly and I'll give it to her. And sorry, it's very apologetic, very nice. Obviously, I needed to get that, so I asked my friend, "Look, do you mind giving me a lift and so I can get my stuff?" And she said, "Yes, sure." So she gave me a lift straight away. He was there. He gave me the handbag, and something told me, "Stay. You need to find." So okay, yes, stay. You need to find more things out here. So I told my friend, "Look, I need to stay." She got a bit upset. I said, "Look, it's after work." I said, "Look, just I'll be back. I'll take a taxi. You can pick me up. It's all good. I'm not gonna stay for long." So I was there trying to make some sense of what happened, and he was telling me, "Look, I'm on your side." He was always feeding me, like nurturing me, and and everything. Make sure I was okay. And something told me to keep on coming and talking to him. But I was still at my friends, and this is what was happening while I was at my friends. Because he's getting better. Anyway, well, our life consisted. She was on benefits, and she seemed to have lots of money. Even though that she was on benefits, I never understood where the money came from. But and the place was well looked after. So she had a car. Something wasn't quite right. And I was telling her what happened, and the matrix, all of that, my past, everything. Kind of, I was thinking out loud and putting things into pieces. Yeah. Our life was consisted of just waking up whenever, me dressing up nicely, going shopping, making some food, and that's it. She was constantly smoking joint. I didn't care, whatever. One day, I decided to go to a pet shop and get catnip, which looks like weed. And I went back, look, I got some weed. She was smoking that, but she seemed to think that works, and it was very good weed. So placebo effect, placebo effect. I just couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. And then talking, she began to talk to me telepathically, telling me that she was there to help me. So brilliant, brilliant. And that she was Atom. So you don't realize that your body is like a woman, isn't it? I agreed. I agreed that we have to be careful. They couldn't find out that we knew. And when I told her that she needed to help me out with something, she needed to go and meet something, I needed to find something. I just made it up. I needed to find something. There was somebody and something, but I mean, I didn't care. I just wanted her to. I said, but we need to be very careful. You cannot go out through the entrance in case somebody sees you. So we need to wait till the night time, and you need to go through the top window. And yes, it's a few, floors below. You're the matrix god. You can jump perfectly. Go there and come back. I had no idea what the source was telling me to do that. Maybe to have a break. So she jumped through the window. After a while, she came back in a lot of pain. Really, really, really bruised. She could hardly walk. And I was, of course you can. They're targeting you. So they don't want us together. You need to keep on walking. You're God. Anyway, she had to borrow some crutches from the neighbor. And then I kept coming back to the other Matrix god, the rescuer, to see what was happening. And he was telling me, don't trust her, don't trust anybody, be very careful, Amor. And he was right. So I decided to move in with him and find out what was happening there. I needed to find out. But I did tell my friend that I just needed to sort something out, that I would coming back, and sometimes I went back and forwards. whatever the source instructed. So I went back there, and one day he was out. I don't know, possibly dealing or getting some weed, or God knows what he was doing. And the police came. A police officer came, and very nice, actually, really, really polite. And I opened the door and I said, yes. I said, are you okay? I said, yes, absolutely. And said, we've got a phone call from your ex-partner. It's been told that you're being held against your will. I said, no, I was held against my will by him. He's just a little bit grumpy, and he's just making things up. I'm truly sorry you're wasting your time, but I'm absolutely fine. If anything happened, I could give you a call. So he knew the place, because obviously he had a lot of dealings with the police, and he was nice. As you need anything, just call us. Absolutely, it's all good. He's just my friend. I didn't know where to go, and he just offered for me to stay till I sort myself out. I said, oh, that's nice. So all good, all good, good. And then I used to drive. Well, my ex-partner used to drive. We bought an Audi TT convertible, very nice. I just love that car, black one, beautiful. I love to drive it, especially in the summer. And I went back I went to the other one, got the card, and I just took it. So he can buy himself another one. Why should I give up the car? So I just took it. So I had the car. And it was good to be able to drive everywhere, and I still was going backwards and forwards to places. I mean, you're trying to sort out what was happening. And then I still had some bits left on my friend, the female one that I was with. So I said to the Matrix God, my rescuer, let's go and pick the rest of my stuff so I don't have to see her ever again. And he said to me, yes, but before that, let's just I will just show you something that you need to. It's gonna be revealed, but I want you to just go and say it, Amor. So if you don't mind, if tonight we just get the car and go to London, and I'll show you what I want to show you. I was intrigued. I said, yeah, sure. So I called the other friend. I said, look, I'll come sometimes. I don't know if it's today, but I'll come and pick the stuff and, stay with you for a while, whatever you need. Because apparently she found out that her leg had broken bones, and she was with, obviously, the bandages and all of that. So I'll help you. And we went to London. He was smoking weed. It was my car. He wasn't insured. He decided to drive. He also decided to stop in a shop and said to me, can you go and buy a bottle of wine? I said, absolutely not. So, you're good. Just go there. No need to pay. Just take it. Make yourself invincible, invisible. Shift. So he did. He didn't pay to the bottle of wine. So driving to maximum speed. So obviously the police stopped us. When the police stopped us, I didn't know what to do. They were knocking at the window. It took about 20 minutes to answer, because he said, don't answer. Either one, open the window. Either one, don't answer. I said, you know what, whatever. Because this looks like an arrest. I mean, he's driving, he's smoking, he's drinking, I'm in the car. I cannot go against him, so I'm just going to have to, whatever. Yeah. Finally, I opened the window. I said, you were speeding. I said, yeah, he was, not me. Can I have the documents? He hasn't got any documents. I had a really bad day, and he offered to drive to take me home, and I'm really, really, really sorry. So, but the drugs are in your car. I take total responsibility. That shouldn't have happened. Was polite. He was polite as well. He was handcuffed. I was out. They took me out and started searching me. One of them touched my breast. I went mental. I just completely went out of them, telling them how dare. Anyway, they put me in what I call a cage in a van, and I was arrested. Spent the night in jail. No idea where he was. Supposedly in the same jail. I spent the whole night asking for coffees every half an hour, ringing the bell. In the middle of the night, somebody comes and said to me, we would like to know if you're okay. I said, absolutely, yes. Just waiting for tomorrow, court. Get out. So, have you suffered from mental illness? I said, no, never. So what's the point of you being here? Go to somewhere else. So what are you trying to imply? Of course, I'm not 100% happy. I'm in a cell and I haven't done anything. But when I'm out, I'll be absolutely fine. I'm good now. Goodbye. She left. Then in the morning came the solicitor, and I refused to speak to anybody unless they allow me to have a shower, give me a toothbrush, and give me breakfast. The least they could do. And then I spoke to a solicitor. I told him what happened, and he said it's not gonna be difficult, you probably have to pay a fine, and we'll tell you that he's not well, and you were scared. He was nice. He was nice. And exactly what happened, I was released, and basically the police relieved me without any paperwork and without giving me my handbag with my money. And the thing in that car, the car that was left on the street, I have £5,000 that I took from the other one who supposedly was on benefits, but she had been saving. And she gave it to me as an incentive for me to keep on going to her in case I needed money. So, in the middle of the, early afternoon, there I was in London, no money. So, well, I'm going to have to just walk around and wait till the night time and just jump in the train till I get back to where he lived, because I had the keys. I was living there now. Obviously, I had no idea what was happening. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me what was happening to him. Had been released. He had no idea. So I just felt drawn towards this. I told somebody, look, something happened. I lost my weight. I'm really hungry. I took a bag. Can you give me £10? He seemed like a nice man. And he said, yeah, sure. And he gave me £10. Great. So I got myself something to eat. And then I was revealed lots of things, but I was just working the whole day. It was really, this is what happened. This is the child. This is what they do. This is how they make their money. This is what they do. Wow. I was just happy, looking around, knowing, finding out what the codes of the street. And I had a van of the policeman just following me. Everywhere I went, the police was just following me. Escorted. And the nighttime came, and jumped on the train and got back. And surprise, surprise, God of the Matrix wasn't there. He was still in custody. But there was a new intruder in the house. A friend of his apparently was sharing the flat, well, the house, but he had been away and he just got back. I had no idea. I wasn't told. So great, flatmate. Let's see what this one does. It was a copycat of the other one. So anyway, I shall continue with the next video. Until then, I hope you're enjoying the story. I say have an amazing day and goodbye.